All right, everybody. We're sitting here with Erin Cook from Virginia. We've known Erin for years, and we're going to let her tell a little bit about her story and this cute little awesome guy sitting in her lap, which is part of the story. But what we're doing here is in recognition of Brain Injury Awareness Month. Excuse me. We're having conversations with folks that we've had the pleasure of working with over the years so they can share their inspirational stories, help spark hope in people that may have lost it or that have little of it. But why don't you go ahead, Erin, and just talk about, kind of the path you've been on, starting with the accident.
Well, in 2012, March of 2012, I was hit by a drunk driver, and which landed me with a broken pelvis and a severe traumatic brain injury with brain shearing. And for the next, I guess it was almost 5 years, tried every doctor, treatment, medication we could think of. Nothing was working. Finally, someone that I knew someone else who had been to Apex Brain Centers and told me about it. And it sounded like exactly what I was looking for. So I set up a consultation with Dr. Trayford, and it sounded perfect. So I started going to Apex in 2017, January of 2017, and we immediately started, amongst all the wonderful treatment at Apex, we started weaning me off of all those drugs. And two and a half-ish years later, I was completely medication free, and that was, gosh, was that 2 years ago? It was almost 2 years ago, and I haven't taken a single pill since.
I remember getting that text, and just to let folks know too, 2017, when you got to us, that was probably what, 7 years after the accident or something like that? 5 years, 7 years?
It was about 5, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
5.
So, that's real important too, because, clearly after months, even people just simply lose hope and forget the, looking for more because they're being told there's nothing you can do after a certain point. So even that long after, you were determined. And I think when you knocked on our door, so to speak, I mean, you were on probably 12 to 14 medications, if I recall. I mean,
it was a lot. I had tried it. I had gone through at least that many. I wasn't on that many at that time, but I had gone through, I don't even know.
Right. But it was the dog chasing the tail, medication for symptom. And then, next thing you know, you have medications treating medications, essentially.
Right. And I should say that I mean, my injury was bad enough that I had to retire from teaching with disability at the age of 33. I think. Yeah. How long ago was that now? Yeah, age of 33, and that was I had my dream job, and I had to retire from it. It was horrible.
Right. And now working again, living independently again in your own home, which you had to leave your own home as well because of this injury. Right. And then also too, now to what you have sitting in your lap right there, the ultimate prize in Aiden. So talk a little bit about that right there.
Yeah. So I had always wanted to be a mom, but I knew, I mean, I couldn't even take care of myself. So I knew that it would be utterly irresponsible to bring a child into the world. But then it got better. I got better completely, and I knew it was okay. I knew that I could do this. Now, I think that being a mom is maybe the only job in the entire world where you can do everything wrong and still be crushing it. So.
Awesome. That is so cool. And the bottom line is, you have gotten back everything you've gotten back because of you. Because the fact is, we can provide resources, services, referrals, you name it. But if people don't do the work, then it's very difficult to come back from things like you've come back from, and over the course of time it's taken, because like you said, it took 2.5 years for you to really fully recover to the point where you've graduated. You no longer see us. We keep touch just to see these awesome things like Aiden here that have come into your life, but it's all because of your work, because you were so regimented and you followed everything. You saw the improvements. You always just want to do more and more and more, and here you are because of you. So, and here he is because of you, and that's just such an awesome story. And he agrees too. I see him smiling there. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's you like Dr. Trayford, huh? I do too. Yep.
He's got to come meet Titus.
I know.
It's funny, as much as I see both you and Dan in him, I also see the guy from Princess Bride, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Well, the looks that he gives sometimes, he's like,
oh yeah,
the Princess Bride. That's
oh yeah,
awesome.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable. Right there, that's the look. Well, I so appreciate you sharing your story. If there's one for, in recognition of Brain Injury Awareness Month, you've been through it, you've done it, you could write a book and should write a book on how it's done. What piece of advice or pieces of advice would you give to people that were in or are in your position? What's the biggest thing you could convey to them?
Well, first of all, that you can get better. Yeah. It is absolutely possible. Now, the advice on how to, I guess, it is just to do everything Dr. Trayford tells you to do. I mean, really, I mean, I took everything. I mean, I had a page and a half of given every time I came back. I finished a week at Apex. I had a page and a half of homework, of things to do at home, and I took that piece of paper and I bought like silly little like charts for kindergartners and wrote down every single thing on that piece of paper onto that chart, and I bought silly little stickers and I put a sticker next to each day. I did every one of those things.
Awesome.
And it's hard, but it's worth it.
Right.
It's so worth it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I actually keep, I think I have them right here.
Oh yeah.
Dig them up. I've got the charts right behind my desk somewhere, because I show people all the time these, somebody must have moved them, but I show people all the time just to kind of help create that motivation. So even though, you're not physically here, you are constantly motivating people, through the stories, through the charts, through the baby, through all these different things. So I thank you so much for being who you are and doing everything you've done to get your life back on track. And we're just so happy and proud of you, and can't wait to see what the future holds.
Thank you. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Erin. Thank you, Aiden. We'll see you soon, Aiden.
Okay, say hi to Denise.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, and Titus. Bye.